What happens when talent, charisma, ambition, and determination come together in one person? You get a star like Can Yaman. From his unforgettable role as Can in Erkenci Kuş, to the romantic chemistry that made millions of viewers fall in love with his characters, Can Yaman has become one of the most recognizable faces to emerge from Turkish television. But there is much more to Can Yaman than his looks and his romantic roles. In today's Friday Spotlight, we're taking a closer look at his journey, his biggest roles, his international career, and why fans around the world continue. Can Yaman was born on November 8, 1989, in Istanbul, Turkey. Before becoming an actor, Yaman studied law at Yeditepe University and worked in the legal profession. But acting eventually became the path that would completely transform his life. He began his television career in the 2010s and appeared in several Turkish series, gradually gaining attention from audiences. His early roles included Gönül İşleri, Inadına Aşk, and Hangimiz Sevmedik. These productions. Then came Dolunay. In Dolunay, Can Yaman played Ferit Aslan, a successful and powerful businessman whose life becomes complicated when romance enters the picture. The series gave viewers a chance to see Yaman in a leading romantic role, and his chemistry with Özge Gürel became one of the show's biggest attractions. But Dolunay was only the beginning. Soon, Can Yaman would take on a character that would make him a global sensation. And that character was Can in Erkenci Kuş. For many international fans, Can is the role that defines Can Yaman's career. In Erkenci Kuş, Yaman plays a free-spirited, confident, adventurous photographer who returns to work at his family's advertising agency. There, he meets Sanem, played by Demet Özdemir. What follows is a story filled with romance, comedy, misunderstandings, jealousy, family problems, and unforgettable chemistry. The relationship between Can and Sanem became incredibly popular with viewers. And Yaman's performance earned him major recognition, including the Golden Butterfly Award for Best Actor in a Romantic Comedy in 2018. For many viewers, Erkenci Kuş wasn't simply another romantic comedy. It was the series that turned Can Yaman into a household name among international Turkish drama fans. After Erkenci Kuş, Yaman continued exploring romantic comedy with Bay Yanlış, where he played Özgür Atasoy. This time, his character was a successful but commitment-phobic restaurant owner who becomes involved in a complicated relationship. Once again, Yaman demonstrated that he could combine comedy, romance, confidence, and emotional moments in a leading role. But by this point, it was becoming clear that Can Yaman wanted to go beyond the image of the Turkish romantic comedy star. And that decision would take his career in a new direction. One of the most interesting things about Can Yaman's career is how far it has expanded beyond Turkish television. Yaman moved toward international productions, particularly in Italy, where he built another chapter of his acting career. He starred as Francesco Demir in the Italian series Viola come il mare, further establishing himself outside Turkey. He also took on the lead role of Sandokan, playing the legendary pirate character in the international television adaptation. That role represents an important change for Yaman because it moves him into a very different type of performance, far away from the romantic comedy characters that first made him famous. His international career shows that he isn't interested in being remembered for only one type of role. So, what exactly makes Can Yaman such a popular actor? First, there's his screen presence. Whether he's playing a businessman, a photographer, a romantic hero, or an action character, he naturally commands attention. Then there's his ability to create chemistry with his co-stars. His partnerships with actresses such as Özge Gürel and Demet Özdemir produced some of the most memorable romantic moments in modern Turkish television. But perhaps the biggest reason is his evolution. Fans who discovered him through romantic comedies have watched him move into international television and more demanding roles. And that journey keeps people interested in what he will do next. Can Yaman's career is a great example of how a Turkish television star can build an audience far beyond Turkey. His journey began with supporting and leading roles in Turkish series. Then Dolunay brought him greater attention. Erkenci Kuş turned him into an international romantic comedy star. Bay Yanlış continued that success. And his move into international productions opened a completely new chapter. Today, Can Yaman is not simply known as the handsome lead from a Turkish romantic comedy. He is an actor who has continued to reinvent himself and build an international career. So, what do you think? Is Can Yaman's best role still Can Divot in Erkenci Kuş, or do you prefer him in one of his more recent international projects? Let us know in the comments. And if you're a fan of Can Yaman, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Turkish Screen Picks, and turn on the notification bell. Every Friday, we spotlight another Turkish star, their career, their biggest roles, and the stories behind their success. This is Friday Spotlight on Turkish Screen Picks. See you in the next one.